Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Mikulics, and today we're going to talk a little about gut health, specifically some basics on probiotics. So we'll go over what they are, why it's important, and a few facts on how to choose and take most effectively, and then 3 tips on what is in it for you. So to start off, in my practice, sometimes or oftentimes, I will recommend a probiotic to a patient, and I'm talking over them without realizing it. And upon leaving, they look to me and say, "Hey, doc, what is a probiotic?" And so, hence this video today. We're going to back up to the beginning. Just a little bit about our gut, normal state of our gut physiology. We are loaded with trillions of different kinds of bacteria. There are good bacteria and bad, and it's very important to keep the balance to keep our bodies functioning optimally. So many times we are deplete of our healthy bacteria, or the balance is off, and so that is where probiotic use becomes important. And what probiotics are usually a capsule. Sometimes it can be a liquid form or a powder, but usually a capsule of freeze-dried beneficial microorganisms that you can consume orally and help replenish good bacteria into your system. So that's what they are by definition. Why are they important, you might be wondering? Well, our gut is key to so many functions in our body, from brain health to proper metabolism, maintaining a healthy weight, and also plays a big role in keeping our inflammation in check. So you really can't go wrong by addressing and optimizing your gut health. And of course, we always recommend to start with foods and limiting processed foods and foods that are GMO products, because that adds more stress and more toxic load, frankly, for the gut to have to digest. So of course, lots of healthy fruits and vegetables, lean meats, healthy oils, for sure. Beyond that, who needs probiotics? Well, it's kind of like who doesn't need probiotics these days. The science is showing us there's a direct link between physical stress and reduction in a healthy microbiome. There's a connection between psychological stress and your microbiome. So if anyone has physical or psychological stress, count yourself in. People who travel frequently, maybe women who suffer from a lot of yeast infections or vaginitis type infections, people who don't have a balanced diet or who are exposed to toxins or need to take medications, because all of this kind of increases the burden on what our gut and our healthy bacteria need to do for us. So supporting those processes can really make a difference. And the biggest #1 reason to take a probiotic is if you need to use antibiotics for an infection, for example. So people will often say, well, do I take my probiotic and my antibiotic together? And no, spaced out 3-4 hours in between is going to help those healthy bacteria in the probiotic attach to your gut and start to set up camp. The question of refrigeration also comes up quite a bit, and I would follow the instructions on the label, but for the most part, it's better to buy smaller amounts, maybe a 30-day count, and replenish frequently so that you can keep the most potent product. Sometimes refrigeration can lead to moisture buildup, which breaks down the probiotic capsule. So not necessarily on refrigeration, but you wouldn't want to buy like a 90-day supply all at once either. And that takes me to my next point about strength, like how many milligrams. And most probiotics are actually not measured in milligrams, but they are measured in something called CFUs, which are colony forming units. So the magic number there is at least 1 billion, and try to look for a broad spectrum product. So that's not just going to have like Lactobacillus acidophilus in it, for example. And colony counts that are higher, like even 20 billion, fantastic. It's just going to last a little longer and be a little more potent in your body. Some people also ask, like, well, how do these bacteria live? I thought our stomach had a high pH and killed a lot of that stuff. And this is true, but a quality probiotic, when manufactured, a freeze-dry process is used, and the bacteria are not activated until they come into contact with the moisture of your gut. So along those lines, however, it is okay to take your probiotic with food because that is going to lower your pH a bit and help those bacteria survive even better. So I hope we've provided a good overview on probiotic basics and how to get started, maybe answered some questions that you thought you should know but you really didn't know. I'm always happy to help with that. And then last but not least, what is in it for you? Well, because our gut is home to about 80 to 90% of our serotonin production, if you are keeping your microbiome healthy and restoring the healthy bacteria, that can really improve your ability to make serotonin, which is your brain healthy hormone, happy hormone. So decreased anxiety can go along with probiotic use in certain individuals. Also, it's important to optimize blood sugar control, and that can help optimize your energy. And then last but not least, weight loss in certain individuals, especially with products that enhance the amount of a specific bacteria called Akkermansia. So this bacteria has been associated in studies with better outcomes as far as success with weight loss. So probiotics, we always recommend exercise and a healthy diet, but they can definitely help get you that little nudge that you need to get things going. So I hope you've enjoyed this talk, and I will see you next time. Thank you.